only best we start the video with a box from Lee Bartholomew. He comments on our videos all the time, and he has gone, I already know what this is. This is a new kind of coffee that he has sent to us. Wow. Hello, Todd. Figure this coffee will wake someone up. They supposedly won Best Commercial on YouTube. Look it up. If it's really Death Wish, better have a small cup. But I figured the younger employees may like this. Lee, I'm pretty much the youngest person here almost. Look at him sitting. You haven't done a lick of work. He just delivered the X-Men 6 player and a 10-foot skee ball. And how many steps?
13-foot skee ball.
13-foot skee ball.
Down a flight of steps.
Oh. Well, maybe a little of this will help, gentlemen. Look. Lee. Death Wish coffee. As a matter of fact, there's a commercial about this coffee. Let me run it for you.
The day of reckoning is upon us! My brothers, what is life, if not to die a glorious death? Fear not, for tonight we drink in the halls of Valhalla! Row! Awaken and welcome death!
Death Wish coffee, fiercely caffeinated.
I had to do that. I had to do that. Do you think I'll get sued?
Well, let's see if we can beat the best coffee I've had so far.
Oh, yes. Look. The last of the Grizzly Call Kicking Horse coffee. The last. And that was from... Actually, I got the chocolate bar. We're down to like nothing left. That was from... I forgot. George McCorkle in Seattle.
Yes, that was extremely good coffee. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Harry, I'm holding the chocolate. That's our last chocolate bar for a different video. But since he mentioned to me, and that's what I said, this is perfect, guys, because look. Coffee beans. Okay, while I get this going for the boys to brew, let's go back and look at that Warlords cocktail. What do you think? That's pretty effective. Now, are you going to have the same reaction? Wow. Lee, they love your coffee. And you have a great day? What's under there? Oh, gosh. Oh, you creep. You know who we didn't check? Kurt? Wallace. Kurt's not here. What do you think of your coffee? Want to give it a sip? That's the wrong side.
Anyway.
Go ahead. Give it a sample. What's your opinion?
It's exploding with flavor.
He's so enthusiastic. Oh, come on, guys. We got a show. Warlords Cocktail from Todd's Cabaret collection. Yes. Even though it's not a cabaret, it's officially a cocktail.
That's Kurt.
That could be Kurt, couldn't it?
No, it's line one.
It's line one. It's not.
It's only 1 o'clock. He won't be here for at least 3 more hours. He's in the air conditioning.
Now listen, they made 1,253 cocktails. 1,253. How many are left? I can tell you, I converted one of these to a phrase craze. Because nobody was playing it. Nobody was playing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyway, 1 to 4 can play, but look, we have 4 boys that are ready to play. Game's waiting for everybody else. Push your buttons to load. Here we go, we're ready. Now, the dragon launches the fireball. Now, your start button can grab and hold the fireball, but So you can fire it wherever you want, but you risk it starts to eat away your base. So it's best to just deflect the fireball. I'm not deflecting well. Now, if you have less players, the computer plays. That creep, you creep. I'll do it right back to you. Now, as it gets close to losing one base, it'll launch a second fireball for good measure. As you will see soon, we're going to have two. Because the game is waiting. It doesn't understand why somebody's not dead yet. Now, if we looked at this very carefully, I'm doing the worst and Steven's doing the best. Steven also said this is the second time he played it. He's got fast reflexes, gentlemen. Oh, now you'll notice my blue base is exposed to one side. Jason has a really big hole. He's got a, oh, now I got a big hole. I'm in big trouble. I'm going to stay and protect this side now. Oh! Jason's gone.
Ruined.
We got 3. Gentlemen, this is not good.
Continue.
There's no oh!
Beat by a
I win.
High score.
Your luck.
Combined player 1. Who is player? Player. Yep. Steven is. Oh no, it's Jonathan. Right, Jonathan. Anyway,
Wins.
he does. He does. Look, when you lift this up, the game turns off. This has this processor board right here. Very nice and easy to service. There she is. Slides right inside the game. 2 plugs. Okay. Now we also have the original cocktail instruction card. I'm going to leave it there. It's a little tattered, but since it's still intact, we'll leave it. Our power supply has been rebuilt with all these new parts, as you can see, from Bob Roberts. He has the caps. And the other nice thing about this machine, look, if you pull this metal tray out like so, and look, this panel does swing open. You don't have to unclip it. So both sides swing open for service, and then the bottom panel comes out for service. Isn't that nice? No screws, so you can get to the monitor. See, we put our new capacitor down there. What a great cocktail table cabinet. Notice, too, that we have the extended legs on this. There are 2 positions on these Atari games. The stand-up position, and there's also the cocktail table, which we're going to lower when we ship it to Mark. In Canada. Oh, he's going to love this game. What a great piece of equipment. Now, inside here, we're going to close this down, push this here, and this simply shuts, turns the game right back on, and we're ready to play. Oh, that would help if I put that all the way in. Oh, Frank, you know, I meant to say, you should watch our 8-Bit Night at the Franklin Institute, where we feature Warlords. Okay, it's video 955, and it appears at the 11-minute mark. We actually show people who've never seen the game before in their life how to play it, and they loved it. And you know, there's another video too, the New Jersey Con in Parsippany that was last year. It's video 1041. It's also in that too. Anyway, these 2 bolts come out. Okay, and then we can drop the leg down to the next set, and then, so it's basically, actually there's probably 3 settings. See, we have the low and medium. We're going to ship it on low for safety, so he gets this machine in good order.
Don't hit it. Don't hit it. That's for Mark.
My lovely.
For lobster rolls.
My lovely wife.
Ew, you're so wet. Ugh.
It's sweaty. It's hot back here.
Especially with the fans off.
Yeah, the fans are off.
Why the-
Wait a minute. Here, let me cool you down. Oh. Oh.
You're an idiot. You know what? You have a phone call.
A phone. Oh, I have a phone call. A phone call. Look. Party animal. It's coming along. And look. Pharaoh. That's coming along. There's an awful lot of games in here coming along. Is there anything else done? Tell you what, we'll come back shortly and I'll show you another load of games. Now we're ready. We got a corporate office that wanted us to do a special order for them. They requested, they want to put a bunch of games in their location that will be, look like classic factory classics, but be super dependable so they can be on all day, all night, 7 days a week. So we have, at the customer's request, provided them with these 3 machines. The Defender, I added the, Centipede and
The Centipede?
Pacman.
The Pacman?
The Centipede and the Pacman. Now, what's different is these machines are not only coin operated, and of course they're in original cabinets. Aren't they beautiful? Stephen has reworked the paint, new overlays, new marquee, new monitor bezels, original paint. But look what's different. Come back here. Huh. LCD monitor. Ah! Nothing inside. Aha! Look what Frank has come up with. A system. Clean. It doesn't look like a rat's nest. A brand new logic board and wiring system. New fuse block, line transformer, power supply. Properly made. All created here at the TNT shop.
My design.
That's right.
No surge protectors screwed inside there, no plugs.
Yes.
Fused,
We have
grounded.
made a nice, dependable system for our client who wanted a system that was going to run, be dependable, and they wouldn't have to worry about service. And that's what we've done. Look, Centipede. Let's look in the back, Frank. Gorgeous. You can see we have the volume control where the customer can get to it. Coin op, ready to go. Frank, it's what this, I like original games, folks. I really do.
But we know the reality of it.
Well, in the home, no problem. Commercially used, now this is of course what they did in Pixar. Or Pixels. Pixar.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Pixels. Wreck-It Ralph, yeah.
Didn't Wreck-It Ralph buy the games, or was it Pixels that bought the games?
Nope, Pixels.
Oh.
So we've done the very same in the Pacman. So, as you can see, Frank's beautiful job. See how all the plugs are beautifully labeled. And,
Grounds, fuses.
yep, things are marked if they're not used. Frank has marked them. All labeled, all brand new inside.
There is a reason that that plug is there, but I usually take out everything that is not needed. I don't just chop
But
the
Frank,
wires.
look. Warning, never connect or disconnect these units. Does that still apply, young man?
It does. Don't screw my work up.
You did a beautiful job, and so did Steven. Look at the sun.
It
Beautiful
was a team
artwork.
effort.
A team effort. A beautiful paint job. And of course, and they are set up for coin. So, LCD televisions. So, and the original joystick. Yes, so there are lots of original elements in the game. How can you play Pac-Man without an original joystick? And of course we did the
Even with the
same.
original joystick, you don't do that well. Touch score 340.
Frank, I did this because I'm doing the video.
Yeah, sure. Don't make excuses.
Anyway, the customer ordered 17 of these. These are the first 3. So now, oddly enough, you're going to see the Zaxxon right over there. That is an original game with the board system in it, because that was sold at a much lower price. We're going to show you that soon. Now it's time to try this coffee from Lee. Thank you, Lee.
Yes, it was very good. Thank you.
Yeah, I wonder how good it really is. Let's see.
Can I offer you some advice?
Yes.
Just leave that coffee for the men, please. Don't
Oh, I didn't have fire coming out of my mouth.
Me
I didn't
neither.
have smoke coming out. Just a little rumble. Anyway, listen. Justin Silverman, who made that Polybius, he was in the Polybius video that you saw. Well, he came here to make a special video about Namco's Lucky and Wild. So we moved it into the party room while we were doing all this other stuff. We got it all set up so we can show you what he was doing. Let's go up front and look. Justin thinks he's filming right now. Or are you? Justin Silverman, Silvermania. The big website, right? And what's your website now?
Hack the Movies on YouTube. Movies spelled with a 3.
What do you mean spelled with a 3?
Instead of an E, it's a 3.
Oh, MOVI3. Right? Uh-oh.
Sorry.
He's pissed.
I got some of it. No.
Hi, Todd.
Jason is going to make what kind of a video for your channel? A gameplay?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a review type situation because I love this game as a kid. I used to play this probably same machine here back in
Probably
the
did,
90s.
but it wouldn't have been this one because somebody came along and made me this goofy offer and I had to be stupid not to take it, so I sold it. It's actually now down in Wildwood in a motel.
A motel.
But I don't know which one. He bought like 4 games and he had to have this. But then all of a sudden, the next week, a guy I sold this one to years ago said, do you want to buy it back? And I said, okay. The problem was the guns were both broken off.
Yeah.
So we have put in a Terminator 2 gun.
Oh, that's what it's from.
Are they the Terminator
Terminator
2 ones or the Operation Wolf ones? They're like the same thing.
Operation Wolf are bigger.
Yeah. And
These are
what guns do you have now in your Terminator 2?
I don't know. If they're not these, then maybe these are... I don't know.
Maybe the Revolution X ones? I can't tell anymore.
Guns.
But I got my notes. I'm very excited.
Look, wait a minute. Let's look. Let's see if I can...
Read that.
Is this how they do it in Hollywood?
No.
Okay.
No.
Can you tell me, is that Dukes of...
That's Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll turn it off and on. The beauty of this is that you can reset. Now listen, if you listen carefully, gentlemen, can you hear?
It's raining.
It's raining and thunder.
It's raining men.
Now listen, I did roll both of your windows down.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, thanks.
You know, so we get refreshingly clean.
Yeah, well, right now we're in a convertible anyway.
Look, the Dukes of Hazzard. The graphics are pretty good in this.
Yeah, it's all sprite based, and they did a really good job with perspective and stuff.
I like the rear view mirror. You can see the bad guys.
Yeah, it's one of the only games where I need to write that down. It's one of the only games where you see the protagonist the entire time.
A lot of programming. And then what year was it? 93. Gosh. Whew. 23 years ago.
This came out in 92. Well, it came out December 92.
That's before Doom.
That's before Doom.
But Wolfenstein, you could see the character the whole time.
But you know, everybody likes playing it, and that's why it still says not for sale, because, first of all, it won't fit in most people's home.
Yeah.
Now, WoW, it went right through his game room. And actually, to be honest with you, he's had it now 3 or 4 years. He said he hasn't called with any complaints, but they're still working. The bench seat's big enough to hold both of us. Do you know that?
Yeah, that is impressive. They were big boys.
Plus, the nice thing about this is you got gas and brake just for the one driver, and the other imbecile next to you can just shoot and kill.
Which is funny because you don't need
the brake.
Because the goal is just they'll slow you down when they need you to slow down.
And it's just like pole position. You don't need the brake. The brake. Yeah, we're cruising. The brake's worthless.
But what I like is the game's always fully automatic. And that's something I want to bring up. And you have the Uzis, which makes more sense. But in the actual art and everything, they have pistols, and they originally
had little pistols, right?
Well, what I think is because one guy's Lucky and this is Wild, he should have the big crazy machine gun that shoots grenades and stuff.
Yes, these guns have seen better days.
And this guy should have the pistol. So it's like he's driving and he's accurate, and he's the crazy Wild Murtaugh kind of guy.
Well, Jason said, when do you have a gap? So I told him we have a gap between 4:30 and 7. So he hustled in here, and he appeared here. Then we have a 7 to 9 party, even with the rain. So we'll have to put this back in the showroom for the little miserable brats. I mean, the children.
I'm pretty sure I got everything, so...
Well,
that's fine.
Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Shall we move on to the next game? Anyway, before we get to this next game, Warlords. I forgot to tell you this earlier. They made Upright Warlords 2. They only made 1,014 of them. You know why I remember that number? Because that's my birthday, 10/14, October 14th. I expect presents and money.
At least more coffee and Stroop waffles. We haven't had Stroop waffles in a
Stroop
while.
waffles, oh, Frank.
The last thing we need is Stroop waffles out.
They were good.
They were beyond good.
They were good. Anyway, the Warlords uprights were black and white, 19-inch black and white monitors. They were never sharp and clear. The pictures were just never clear. And then they had corner color plastics for each of the bases. God, it was awful. Awful. Who wants to play? And it's a 2-player. Doesn't even match the beautiful quality of the color monitor in the 4-player. So the upright 2 players, forget. I wonder if they could put a color monitor in them. But anyway, let's move on to another game that we're doing for that corporate event, and we're putting all new parts into it. And it really turned out great. So back here, we have.
You gotta hurry up. There's something going on.
What? What's wrong?
Come on. What's that?
Oh, shit.
Oh, look. Walter, my new roof, my $75,000 roof.
It's crazy.
My empire.
Nuts.
And look, Walter, it's my Doctor Who. I'm putting Doctor Who into use here.
Yep.
We've already hauled out
Quite a bit.
40 buckets of water. Unbelievable. It's pouring in. You heard the rain a moment ago. Well, we discovered it was pouring in when we wanted to keep filming. My empire, Walter.
Yeah, hopefully it rain lets up soon.
All that money.
Yeah, all that money should have been.
He said the warranty was until the first rainfall. We haven't had a single drop in here. We had one. When did you have this done, Walt?
It's been a while. It's been
months.
Probably 6 months. I mean, we finished it before the winter.
This thing is filling up fast, Walt.
All right, let me turn.
Water's pouring in. Good